Thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Wisdom and Spiritual Truths. We'll get started here in a moment. Hope you're doing well wherever you're tuning in from today. Okay, feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. I always like to know and take joy in wherever divine source's truth is reaching today. Return to sender. Wherever you're tuning in from today, feel free to let me know. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to whatever it is, whatever confirmations Divine wants to have come out here for those of you who are tuning in at this time. Hello, keeping up with Lady J. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's good to see your face. Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru, and I am a spiritual guide here. Thank you so much. I am a spiritual guide here for the 10th and final time, birthed into the physical on the 333rd day of the year in 1974 during the last lunar or divine feminine energy eclipse of 1974. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are, as the title of this live states, we are going to take a look at a collective energy, okay, and see what things are going on for you, what confirmations come out here for you. As always, not everything will resonate for you directly because there are 8.4 billion beings on this planet, 8.4 billion with a B, okay? So please take what easily fits for your journey, okay? Take what easily fits for your journey. Divine Source, as always, we invite you in. We invite the Ascended Masters in. We invite the Sanhedrin Council in, confirmation. We invite the Sanhedrin Council in. That is 70 spiritual judges. We invite the Council of Light, the Galactic Federation, the seven spirits of divine source, and we invite in the archangels, the seraphim. We invite you in. Thank you so much for being a part of what divine source wants to reveal at this time. Here. Okay. All right. Those of you that have had an opportunity to listen to the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua, okay, that live from 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, okay, our Sunday service, okay, our Sunday service for this collective consists of adventuring into lesser known canonical text, okay. So, if you are drawn here on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, okay, that is our Sunday service, okay. So, as always, give me just one moment. Okay. As always, okay, I have some nuggets, okay. I have some nuggets to share, okay. All right. So, as you can see, okay, a couple of roaches have already shown up, and yeah, we do what we do to roaches, okay. We stomp them out, okay. So, to all of the karmics who show up here, okay, and want to make lame ass comments, okay, gaslighting comments, whatever those happen to be, okay, I just block them, all right. I just block them. That's all I do, okay. That is protecting you. That is protecting me. That is protecting this collective energy. Okay. So, Divine Source, again, thank you so much for all of the wisdom that you give to me and that you release for me to share with those who are truly, genuinely seeking to become their highest, purest, truest self. That is what this journey is for. Whether or not the individual does that is up to them, okay? I apologize for this cord that is hanging in the way, but the tablet is being charged at this time, okay? So I like to give public shout outs to our public subscribers that I receive notification for. And so our newest public subscribers, Diamond Love, thank you so much for tuning in, Diamond Love. Thank you so much for subscribing. And to Queen Nefertiti, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, welcome to this collective. All right. So, a couple of things that I want to speak about here briefly. So in a recent live, okay, we were speaking about Whitney Houston, okay, that being we knew as Whitney Houston, okay, who passed at the age of 48, okay, because of a drug addiction, okay, and the karmic individuals she was connected with. And the karmic individuals she was connected with, okay? So, as usual, I do my morning rituals as I do, okay? I wake up, thank Divine Source, ancestors, and spirit guides for the day. Thank them for protecting me as I rested this physical body. And then I listen to a meditation, okay? And I continue to lay down, listen to a meditation, reach over, drink some water. That's the first thing that I consume in every day is a glass of water or some water, okay? And one of Whitney Houston's songs, okay, was coming through clearly, okay? All right? And the song starts out, okay? I found out what I've been missing, always on the run. It took some time for me to see, okay? You love to me, okay? You give good love to me, okay? And so I do not take that to be a physical love. I am a celibate being. I do not take that to be a physical love. Um, what this is to me, okay, is divine source, okay, speaking to me, okay, and my journey and my connection to them. I give good love to them, so my ancestors and divine source, they give good love back, okay? So you can only produce that you give out. You can only manifest that you give out. So if you only give out karmic, demonic, low vibrational energy, that's what you will receive. If you love yourself, okay, that is the greatest love of all. If you love yourself, you will in turn get that love. When you honor your ancestors, you will in turn get that love. Okay? Divine source, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. In all blockages of the content of this channel, I see that is going on at this time. Divine source, return to sender, return to sender. Any and all blockages of the content of this channel. I am not here for my own good. I am not here for glitz and glamour. I am here because divine has said so. Okay? So return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance in the sword. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel. Return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance in the sword. Any and all blockages of the content that is released here on this channel. I am obedient to you, so I expect protection. All right. So, again, that song, You Give Good Love to me, that speaks of the divine connection, not an earthly love. Okay? So, again, divine expressing their love to you. You can alchemize anything, even an earthly song. You can alchemize anything. Okay? All right. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sherry. Okay? And yeah, all right. So next is I heard not biting the hand that feeds you. Okay. So this is something that our parents used to tell us. Okay. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Your grandparents, grandmother, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Okay. So the one who's helping you, the one who's supporting you, the one who's uplifting you, the one who's, okay, offering genuine love, the one who's, okay, giving you good love, as Whitney Houston saying, do not bite the hand that feeds you, okay? Um, just call me Step. You could hit the bell notification. I'm not sure if you might already have that clicked on, okay, if you're not receiving notifications, but the bell icon. Also, I did notice that there is some, there looks to be, we are in a Mercury retrograde, there looks to be some blocking or something going on right now, okay? And I can tell that just based on the number of people that are in the room and how it fluctuates from 10 to 5 to 10 to, I can tell how it fluctuates. So again, I've already spoken against the demonic low vibrational karmic energy that seeks to kill and destroy whatever it is coming to seek and destroy. That is the truth. That is what low vibrational energy is here to do. Seek and destroy that is a light. Okay? So again, return to sender any and all blockages of this live divine source out of my obedience, okay, to follow your guidance and release the truth. All right. So not biting the hand that feeds you, not biting the hand that feeds you, speaks to honoring your ancestors, honoring Most High, okay, and recognizing where the source of your supply is coming from, recognizing where the source of your supply is coming from. Divine Source told me when I began my Job experience, okay, or was starting to, in Florida, Divine Source told me that they are my employer. And I never stopped believing it and never stopped reminding them of it. Okay? They are my employer. So, not biting the hand that feeds you. Okay? Also, breathing techniques when you meditate. I shared in the community tab right before going live. I shared in the community tab about, or I shared a 30-minute meditation. I shared a 30-minute meditation. Okay? And in that meditation, it's a guided meditation. Okay? And part of the breathing techniques that I use, okay, you don't have to do things just as I do them, okay? But part of, or one of the breathing techniques that I use for meditation is certain letters of the alphabet, and specifically the vowels, okay? The vowels. So in the English language, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, okay? And so when you meditate, okay, I, O, okay, when you meditate, okay, using the vowels as a breathing technique, okay, is also another way to tap in, to raise your vibration as you're listening to whatever meditative frequency you're listening to, okay? And it doesn't have to be a chakra meditation. It could be any type of frequency. 369 frequency, 432 frequency, 666 frequency, 777 frequency. It could be any type of frequency, 888, okay? So using the alphabet as a way of also tapping in and raising your vibration as you listen to whatever meditative frequency you are listening to. Okay? Also, yeah, that's it. Okay? So, yeah, all right? So, we are going to get into the energy. We're going to see what is going on. Again, I see that there are blockages here on this channel, okay, going on right now. Okay, I see that at this time. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Okay, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Thank you so much for tuning in, Araya. Okay, we are dealing with some type of blockages on the channel at this time. Okay, I see that there are only 10 in the room at this time. Okay, normally it's 3 times that many. So we are dealing with some type of blockages on the channel. Okay, someone said they're not getting notifications. Okay. So, Divine Source, thank you so much for those who are tuning in, okay? Thank you so much for those of you who are tuned in. Again, we're going to take a look at the energy. We're going to get some confirmations for you, okay? I have 4 stacks out here, okay? 4 stacks of index cards, okay? This is what I call the stack. We have 4 of these out here. Let's go ahead and pull some angel numbers. Let's see what it is Divine Source wants to bring forth to start this collective energy. We have 0909 for new beginnings. First card out. 0909 for new beginnings, confirmation horn honk, okay? Someone in a recent live, in the last live, I believe, said that they were looking for, or in the process of looking for, flight tickets to their new journey, to their new land, wherever that is for them, okay? And so, um, and so that could be part of their new beginning. That could be energy that you need to embrace. Looking for plane tickets, okay? Looking up flights, okay? And planning out your journey, okay? There is something called cryptography, okay? And this is a tool you can use online. It's called cryptography. And what cryptography is you put in your birth date, okay? Just like you would look up your life path number, just like you would look up your birth chart, okay? Cryptography, you can use this source and look up or put in your birth date, and it will give you, okay, different lines of travel, and there is a color code or a legend, okay, associated with this cryptography. And based on the color codes, your birthday, when you were birthed this lifetime, will determine whether or not this path is of light or this path is of darkness, okay? You can use your birth date with this, okay? So that may be something that is of interest to you if you are looking to venture off into a new land. If you are asking, should I go here? Should I go there? Okay? You might want to take a look at that. Okay? And again, it's cryptography. Cryptography. Next angel number, 1011. Okay? 1011 breaks down to 111. Okay? And we have 0909 out here. And this 1011 angel number says take action. So new beginnings and take action. Okay? New beginnings and take action. Excuse me for a moment. New beginnings and take action. Okay? New beginnings and take action. Okay? And so in order for this new beginning to start, there obviously is action required. Okay? And that could be anything. That could be an earthly action that's necessary at this time. Okay? No, I cannot. Okay? I cannot read your next asteroid cycle. Okay? I can give you your current energy. Okay? I can do that. Okay? But I cannot read you your next asteroid cycle. That is not my job, and I am not an astrologist. Okay? Or astrologer. That is not my job. You need to know what your journey is, Meccano. Okay? It's not my responsibility to know your Akashic records. It's your responsibility to tap in, tune in, and know your own journey, Meccano. Okay? So, I hope that answers your question. All right? Divine source, another angel number, one more angel number perhaps. Okay? And we have 4444 for a blessing in disguise. For a blessing in disguise. So, in this order, for this collective energetic reading, energetic, Meccano, energetic reading, okay? Meditate, stop fucking people, okay? And go into hermit mode, Meccano, okay? Meccano, okay? So we have, in this order, we have new beginnings, taking action, and a blessing in disguise. Right there in a row, okay? Okay? So, yeah, all right. And we'll take a look at those messages, okay, in a moment, okay? So, Divine Source, where would you like to go from here, okay? Let's go ahead and get some Zodiac signs. We're going to roll the dice, okay? We have a Zodiac dice here, amongst others. We are going to roll this dice, and we are going to get 4. We have 4 out here. We have 4444 out here, okay? Also, what this is showing me, okay, we have 09091011, which is 111, 99111, and 4444, okay, which are eights, okay? You're welcome, Makano. So what is 9 minus 1? 9 minus 1 is 8, okay? And 4444 is 8. So we have all of this synchronicity out here. All of this synchronicity out here, okay? Excuse me for a moment. Whenever I say that, I'm blocking someone from the channel, typically. Whenever I say excuse me for a moment, I'm deleting someone from the channel, okay? So let's go ahead and roll zodiac signs, okay? Divine source, new beginnings, taking action, and blessing in disguise. We're going to ask the sun signs. We're rolling 4. We're going to roll 4. 4 zodiac signs, okay, that are immediately or most, how do I want to word this? That are closest to this new beginning, okay, in which they'll need to take action in order to kickstart it, okay? That is a blessing in disguise. Divine source, okay? Give me just 1 second. All right. So divine source, okay? Who is the first zodiac sign that is in alignment for this new beginning? Okay, we have a Scorpio, okay? Scorpio. First sign out, Scorpio. First sign out, Scorpio, in for a new beginning. Scorpionic energy is a 13, okay? Not all Scorpios are evil or demonic or low vibrational, okay? But I will say for my own personal spiritual journey, I do look forward to meeting upright Scorpios because I only know one. I only know one upright Scorpio today. All right? One upright Scorpio. Okay? They were born on 11/11. That is the only upright Scorpio that I know today. Confirmation horn honks. Okay? So I look forward to meeting more upright Scorpios. Okay? Next zodiac sign, okay? Next zodiac sign, we have an Aries. An Aries, okay? Aries, okay? So there's an Aries. So there's a Scorpio in for a new beginning, need to take actions in order to kick this into gear. And this is a blessing in disguise, something showing up out of nowhere. Next, we have an Aries sun sign. Aries sun sign, okay? All right, these zodiacs deals with your sun sign. That's what I asked divine source for. So, okay, it's great to know all of your birth chart, where Leo is in your birth chart, where Sagittarian, etc. Okay, right? So third sun sign, divine source, third sun sign, that's right at the door of this new beginning. Third sun sign, we have a Gemini. A Gemini. Okay? A Gemini. All right? Okay? So, next, okay, last zodiac sign that's in for this immediate new beginning that will need to take action. This might speak to relocating. Okay? So, will you relocate from wherever you are, whatever country, whatever state? Will you relocate? Okay? That is action that is needed. Okay? Last, okay, we have a Libra. A Libra. Okay? We have a Libra. Okay? All right? Someone's name could be Allegra. A Libra. Allegra. Okay? Allegra. All right? So, confirmation. Okay? Confirmation for you. Just call me Step. Okay? Just call me Step. You're going to need to take a step. I hope you do. Okay? I hope you do. Take a step. Okay? Because there's going to be action required in order for you to receive this new beginning that is a blessing in disguise. Okay? This could come out of nowhere. Come out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. Right? Opportunity, contract, whatever it is, just lands in your lap. Okay? Just lands in your lap. All right? Okay? And yes, thank you, divine. That is exactly right. Thank them in advance. Okay? All right? I hope you pay attention to those. Uh Beer Monster. I hope you pay attention to those. And hello, I hope you write them down. I hope you keep a journal. Beer Monster. Okay? I hope journal Beer Monster. All right? Okay? Yeah, that's what we have out here. Okay? With that, we're going to place these within the stack. In fact, give me just one moment. Again, when I say that, I'm kicking someone out of the room. Um, Beer Monster. Okay? Beer Monster. If you are still in the room, I want you to pick one of these angel numbers, Beer Monster. Okay? Pick angel number. Okay? So, Beer Monster. Okay? Pick one of these angel number cards, 0909, 1011, or 4444. Beer Monster. Okay? Pick one of those angel numbers. Let me know which angel number you pick. Again, 0909, 1011, or 4444. Okay? It's four fours. Okay. All right. Rather than three, but okay. All right. So you pick 4444, right? Is that confirming that? You pick 4444? Is that correct, Beer Monster? Is that correct? Okay. All right. So, Beer Monster, okay? This card says, blessing in disguise, okay? This is for overcoming obstacles, hardships, okay? Strength, okay? Building character and experience. There might be some difficult times ahead, Beer Monster, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor if you've been suffering or feeling lost. Okay? Hello, Violet. Thank you so much for tuning in. Beer Monster, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there, Beer Monster. Hang in there. Hang in there. You have a blessing in disguise, Beer Monster. I'm going to take these cards, and again, we have for this card, and we have four stacks out here. I'm going to place this card for you, Beer Monster, just like that. Okay? In each one of these stacks, okay, one at a time, okay, and this is the first one. We'll see what this is, okay. This says two messages for you, Beer Monster, okay, two messages for you, okay. All right, so this says, Beer Monster, okay, this says forgiveness is for you, not for them, Beer Monster. Forgiveness is for you, not for them, Beer Monster. So, if there's someone you need to forgive, Beer Monster, the way that you heal and continue on your journey, no grudges, okay? Getting rid of the ego, going through an ego death as part of your dark night of the soul process and your ascension process, Beer Monster. Forgive so that you can be free and cut yourself free, untether from, okay, those who have done evil, darkness against you. I've been angry, I've been upset, I've been pissed, I've been frustrated, I've been angry, I've been all of those things as well. Monster, your ancestors and divine sources encouraging you with this 4444 out here for a blessing in disguise to forgive, okay, because it's for you, it's not for the one who needs to be forgiven. The other message says you are being poisoned by her. Okay? Now, this could be present energy, Beer Monster, or this could be something from the past. This could be a physical poisoning, or this could be a spiritual poisoning. Someone doing witchcraft against you, someone putting something physically in your drink, in your food. You could have been wondering, why did you get sick? Why did your stomach start hurting immediately after you consumed whatever that was, drink whatever that was? When you go out to hang out with them, when you go party with them, okay? There you go, okay? So you need to forgive that ex, as difficult as that might be, so that you can continue your journey, beer monster, okay? So there you go. There's your first confirmation, beer monster. We're going to place this card into the second stack for you, beer monster, and see what it is that divine wants to confirm for you at this time. Thank you so much again, everyone, for tuning in. Okay. We have someone who's paled skin out here. Okay. Someone who's paled skinned. Okay. Pale skinned. Okay. We have, okay, something about the Bahamas. Okay. Something about the Bahamas. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you a question, and maybe we just need to stop here, okay, and answer this question for you, okay? Again, so that you can be untethered. So let me ask you a question, beer monster. Why do you want this individual to come back here? And this is going to be a lesson for everyone. Why do you want this individual to come back here or come back to you? Why do you want them to come back to you? Why is that? Okay, so it's possible that they are a twin flame, but what you must understand is that each of you are on your own spiritual journey. So there are times when divine partners come into union or come into connection with each other, and then they are released, okay, confirmation burp, to go on their spiritual journey and awaken, and you need to focus on yourself, okay? Because there's no guarantee that they're going to do the spiritual work to meet you in this higher place. So what happens if they don't do their spiritual work? Do you still want them? Okay. So if you open up your chakras and you get to opening up, let's say chakra number 28, you start having esoteric dreams, you start seeing through the third eye, you start these things, okay? Divine source starts revealing things to you about past life. What if this individual doesn't do their spiritual work? Do you still want them in your life? That's a question. Would you still want them to come back? That's a question. Okay. So again, you need to release them. Okay. I had a twin, okay, that fell off the wagon. Okay. She didn't want to meditate. Okay. She was into witchcraft. And so was her family. She didn't want to do the spiritual work. So guess what? I had to cut the cords. Okay. Cut the cords. Okay. And I had to release her. Thank you so much for tuning in, Melanie. Okay. Because I realized that she wasn't in it for the same reason I was in it. Okay? So you come together as spiritual teammates, but then when you realize your teammate is missing shots on purpose, when you realize your teammate isn't showing up for practice, shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant. When you realize your teammates are missing shots on purpose, they're missing layups on purpose, they're missing free throws in the spiritual realm on purpose, they're not showing up to practice on purpose, they're not meditating on purpose, they are still out there giving their sacral energy to someone else when they should be celibate. When you realize these things, you stop passing them the ball. Shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant. Okay, you stop passing them the ball because you realize, okay, that they are doing nothing other than fucking over the team, and that's your spiritual team. When they don't show up for spiritual practice, okay, when they don't meditate or they refuse, you need to release them, okay, because they are no longer a teammate of yours. They are now an opponent because they're missing layups. With that analogy, they're missing free throws on purpose, okay, and again, they're not showing up for practice. So beer monster, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right, so divine source, where should we go next? Where should we go next? Okay, don't keep people on your team, okay, that are not willing to do the work. Okay, all right, where are you located, beer monster? Okay, are you in Australia? Okay, so yeah, don't keep individuals on your team that are not willing to do the spiritual work, okay? That are not willing to do the spiritual work. Looking at a crooked judge out here, okay, on top of the stack, and the porcelain club, a crooked judge, a shopping spree, okay? A shopping spree. That could be part of the new beginning, okay? Australia, confirmation, Australia, okay? New beginnings, okay? New beginnings, okay? A blessing in disguise and some action that is going to be needed. Divine source, where would you like to go next? Okay? I'm going to place these cards within the stack, okay? And we'll see what else divine wants to show us. Thank you again so much for tuning in. I see that there are 18 in the room, 20 likes, and yeah, thank you so much for the love, everyone. All right. Hope you're doing well wherever you're tuning in from. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay. All right, divine source. Where should we go next? Okay. Where should we go next? Okay. Let's see what's going on with the tarot. Shout out to South Florida. Okay. Shout out to South Florida. Okay. Divine source. Okay. We have a moving back in energy. All right. Beer monster or anybody else out here. Okay. They're dealing with a situation about wanting an ex to come back. Look at this card. Okay. Again, I always say, if they walked away, exactly, Araya. I always say, if they walked away, let them go. If it was meant to be, they will be back. And again, when they do come back, they will be coming to practice. They will be making the layups. They will be showing up. They will be a part of the team. Okay? And what the team's focus and mission is, spiritually speaking, earthly speaking. Okay? Moving back in is not a good energy. Moving back in, to me, is not a good energy. Okay? Why are you moving back in? Okay? Why? Why? Okay? I would be homeless and sleep on a bench before I go back to the karmic Scorpio. Okay? To the karmic Cancer. Okay? To the karmic Leo. Okay? To the karmic Sagittarian. Okay? I would sleep outside on a bench and be homeless before I went back to a karmic energy. Okay? I would do that. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay? Yeah. No way. Mm-hmm. Okay, that it doesn't have to be an ex, okay? It doesn't have to be your ex like that, okay? Ex-wife, ex-husband, okay? This is anyone that you've exchanged sacral energy with, okay? This could be your karmic child, your karmic son or daughter that you know is involved in witchcraft, okay? All right? Do not go back. Do not go back. Okay? And you need to be aware of those deceptive energies. And again, I'm not saying this about your partner, okay? Whoever that is, beer monster. I'm not saying that about your partner, but there are deceptive energies out here that come to you, come to us, and portray themselves as a divine being. Portray themselves as a divine being. Okay? R. Kelly did it to Aaliyah. Okay? There are many examples. Okay? Prophet Elijah Muhammad did it to Malcolm X or Malcolm Little. Okay? There are all kinds of women and men on this planet. We read the stories. We see them on YouTube today. Okay? All kinds of karmic energy. Okay? That come back or show up claiming I'm divine, I'm this, I'm that. Okay? But when you go home, okay, or when you leave the house, okay, they're taking your hair and they're doing witchcraft with it. They're taking your hair to a karmic witchcraft worker and they're doing things behind your back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, Christine. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So again, I'm not saying that about the person come back or you're wondering if they're going to come back. I'm saying that the devil wears many masks. Okay. The devil wears many masks. Okay. The devil smells good. The devil looks good. Okay. This is why you need intuition. This is why you need to meditate on all of the energy that approaches your aura. This is why. Okay. Because the devil wears Prada. The devil looks good. Okay. The devil looks good. Okay. Will Smith is a handsome individual, physically speaking. Okay. But he's karmic. Okay. And low vibrational as hell. Okay. Lisa Ray McCoy looks good. Okay. But she would eat her young. Did you hear what I said? Lisa Ray McCoy, the actress, she looks good, but she would eat her young. Do you want that type of being? That's why your intuition is so extremely important. Okay? That's why. Okay? Divine source. Okay? What else do we have out here? Any energy out here for anyone else? Any confirmations out here for anyone else? What do we have? Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay? Ten of Swords in reverse. Anything else? Anything else? We will be pulling the angel number cards that we have out here so far. Those of you that are tuning in, we have 0909, 10011, or 1111, and we have 4444 for the angel numbers out here. Okay. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Ten of Swords in reverse. This is you having done the work to remove the swords out of your back. So whatever death magic they were sending you, hello Shining, whatever death magic they were sending you, it is no more. It is not successful. It is not successful. You do your return to senders, okay? You do your morning rituals. You cleanse your energy in the morning. You cleanse your energy throughout the day, okay? Divine source, any other tarot messages, anything that you would like to. Looking at the Wheel of Fortune message on top of one of these, the other card says calm, okay, so stay calm. This Wheel of Fortune message says, I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God and let it be, okay? So someone's realizing the error of their ways, okay? The error of their ways. The error of their ways. Okay. Magician card wants to come out along with the Nine of Swords. Okay. So that is that energy. Okay. That is that energy. Okay. Again, a witchcraft worker, some karmic magician, but you've alchemized that energy. You being a magician, whatever magician that is in the upright, you being an alchemizer, whatever that water was, you turned it to wine. Whatever that was, you healed leprosy whatever that is. You healed whatever karmic diseases that they tried to give you, send you spiritually or physically. You alchemize that. They are now in the Nine of Swords with that with that Wheel of Fortune message out here. I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences, and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God and let it be. That is that Nine of Swords energy right there. Okay? Realizing, yeah, I was a con artist. Okay? I was a con artist. Okay? But, yeah. All right? Yeah, confirmation. Thank you so much for being here, Beer Monster. All right. All right. So, Divine Source, reveal names to us concerning these, the moving back in energy, the Ten of Swords energy that was in reverse, okay? The Nine of Swords energy out here, okay? And the Alchemist, okay? And the Alchemist, okay? And the Alchemist, okay? So we are going to take this card here with this Wheel of Fortune message here about someone now being in regret for what they did to you, because now they realize you are a star seed, you are a healer, you are an alchemizer, okay? And no weapon formed against you will prosper, just like Shining said, okay? Greater is he and she that is in me than he and she that is of the world. Okay? Divine Source is masculine and feminine energy. That's how Divine Source can create male and female gendered beings. Okay? Okay. So Divine Source, moving back in energy, names, okay? For the collective, confirmations for them. Ten of Swords energy in reverse, names, places, confirmations for them. Okay? Nine of Swords energy, someone in regret, names, places, confirmations for those tuning in or those who will listen to this. Magician alchemizing energy in the upright, names, places, okay? Years of birth, okay? All of those things are in these stacks, okay? Wheel of Fortune, someone in regret, Divine Source, names, places, dates, and keep calm. Okay? Divine Source, names, places, dates. First out on the 10-11, we have Alton and Brandy. We have Israel and Iraq. Hot damn. Hot damn. We got Israel and Iraq. What's going on right now with Israel and the U.S.? They are bombing Iran. Okay? And Iran is bombing back from what I understand. Okay? Hot damn. Hot damn. That could be someone's name, Israel, okay? Israel, okay? And there's a confirmation here, okay? I already know. There's a confirmation here. I already know. There's a confirmation in this collective already, okay? Okay? I already know. Yeah, Set sail, okay? Set sail, okay? Because I'm leaving on a jet plane, and I won't be back this way again. Oh, they hate to see you go. Okay? But you booked the flight, you booked the ticket, it's time to go because you are in the 9-9 energy. Okay? That is for a new beginning. You are in the 0909 angel number energy. What's going on, CO? Israel, Iraq, okay? Alton and Brandy, someone's racking their brain trying to figure out how did they fuck up this relationship, okay? Someone, Iraq, okay? Somebody is racking their brain trying to figure out how did they fuck up this divine union, okay? Yes, it is, okay? Yes, it is. I was gazing at the moon. It's already Monday morning, okay? But I was gazing at the moon here in Ho Chi Minh City last night during its full moon. I was gazing at the moon. I was just sitting outside on the balcony. I'm just gazing up at the moon, thanking Divine Source The moon energy, that deity, their name is Hansu. Okay? Most know about Ra. Most know about Ra, the sun. Okay? Hansu is the moon. Okay? So I just spent time just gazing at the moon last night, just tapping in. Okay? Just tapping in. Okay? Full moon during a Mercury retrograde. Full moon during a Mercury retrograde. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. Okay? Yes. CO. Okay? Yes. Okay? All right. So, Israel, Iraq, Alton, and Brandy. Okay? And again, we're going to take a look at this 1011 angel number card here. Okay? And this says take action. Take action. So, when you get this new beginning opportunity, you will need to take action. When you get this, we had 2424 in the room. 2424, thank you for releasing whatever blockages were going on with this channel at the start. Divine Source, again, I'm obedient, so I expect full protection. Divine Source, I'm obedient to you, so I expect full protection. Okay? So, on this 1011, okay, that is Libra energy. Libra was one of the 4 Zodiac dice that we rolled. Okay, Libra. Okay, Justice. 1011. This is a call to action to move forward. Okay, the sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. We're talking about hope, a new beginning. We got the new beginning angel number out here with the 0909. Fresh start, lifestyle, new lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. Yeah, What's up, Justice League? Shout out to you, baby. Okay? Shout out to the upright beings in Texas. Shout out to the upright beings in Texas. Shout out to the Libras, okay? Sun signs. Shout out to the Libra and sun signs out here, okay? All right? And Justice League, Libra Justice, and the Justice League just showed up, okay? And Justice League just showed up, okay? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, Wendy, okay? Thank you for your air hugs, okay? I reciprocate that, okay? Yeah. All right. So we have Israel, Iraq, Alton, and Brandy. Okay. Brandy. Okay. That could be someone's name. You could like brandy. Someone could like dark liquor. Okay. Someone could like dark liquor. We know what's going on with Israel and the U.S. and Iran. Okay. We know what's going on. If you don't, turn on the news. I don't watch the news on the regular basis or on the daily basis, okay? I watch what I'm drawn to. Or when Divine Source says, go look at the U.S. news, confirmation burp, then I go look. Okay? Something could be happening for you this new beginning in the summertime. The last day of winter is 320. 320. 320. Okay? Pisces. Okay? Last day of winter, 320. Happy birthday season to all of the Pisceans out here. Happy birthday season in the year of 2026, the year of the horse. Okay? You are galloping into a new beginning. Galloping into a new beginning. You are galloping into a new beginning. Okay? All right? I hope your daddy in the upright, Araya. All right. Next, okay. Next, okay. We have Pharaoh, okay. Colin. It goes 2 separate names, okay. It doesn't have to be the comedian, okay. We have the name Colin And we have the name Pharaoh. Oh, awesome. That's good. Okay. That's a good thing. That's a good. Ooh. So Divine wants me to share something. So Divine wants me to share something. Okay. At this time. Mm, yes. Okay. And so when it comes to a daughter and her father's relationship, when it comes to a son and his mother's relationship, okay? When it comes to those two things, Divine told me something a long time ago, okay? Uh, oh, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, Wendy. It's amazing, that book, what we learn about Yeshua through their teenage years and their 20s, okay? When they were 12 and Mother Mary and Joseph released them to be on their spiritual journey because Mother Mary knew that she had given birth, okay, to a unique being who had a spiritual journey here. And she was faithful and released him at the age of 12 to go on his spiritual journey. He's been to Persia. He's been to the Brahms. He's been to the Verdict to visit Verdict priests. He's been to India, Assyria, Yeshua. We're learning that through the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua. We share a canonical text every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for those of you who are interested. Again, that is our Sunday service, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Even though I am in Vietnam, that's 10 p.m. for me Sunday evening. Okay? So if you are interested, all right? And that is live, okay? So for the male, for the daughter to the father relationship and for the son to the mother relationship, these are the first loves in the 3D, okay? So the first Valentine, okay? The mother is the first Valentine of the son, for their male child, okay? The father is the daughter's first Valentine. And that's nothing sick. That's nothing incestuous. Okay. I'm talking about energetically. So the father should be showing the daughter how a lady should be treated. A woman, the mother, should be showing the son how a woman is to treat a man. So you have a 5-year-old son, you being in the upright, you being a good mama bear, you need to be showing your son, this is how a lady should be treating a man. So when you grow up, son, whether I'm here or not, you will know if a woman is coming to you in right energy. Okay? So they don't see men and women coming in and out of your door like it's a bar. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I open the door for every woman who gets in a car with me. Okay? It doesn't matter. Okay? When I was in connection with Judy's karmic ass, I would open the door for her every time she got in the car. Open the door for her to get out. My daughter, okay? My daughter, who turns 30 this year, okay? I would open the door for her. As a child, when she was a teenager, open the door for her, okay? I'm going to show you how you need to be treated. When you deal with a karmic ass man who just gets in the car and sits in the driver's seat, you being a female and they won't open the door for you, don't get in the car with him, okay? Don't get in the car with him. You walk away. You walk. I don't care if it's prom night. You walk away. Okay? I don't care if it's your first date. You say, no, that's okay. I'm not going to go with you. Okay? So the mother is the first Valentine for the son, and the father is the first Valentine or love for the daughter. And that is to show their son or daughter how they are to be treated when they are older, when they are physically mature. Okay? And again, that also means the mother and the father, their door, their physical door, their sacral door. Okay? You don't see a new man or a new woman coming in and out of the house every week. This week you met John. Last week it was Mark. Next week it's Richard. You know what I mean? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? This week you met Michelle. Next week you meet Rachel. Last week, okay, it was Sherry. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Okay? So, thank you so much, okay, for bringing forth that truth, okay? And sparking that sparking that lesson and that reminder again in me, Araya. Thank you so much. All right. So yeah. Okay. Okay. We have Ralph Herb. Okay. Someone's name is Woody. Okay. Or there's something about that. Okay. Woody's is also a barbecue place. Okay. Woody's is also a barbecue place. Woody's barbecue. Okay. The name Harrison. Okay. Ralph Herb, something about herbs. Okay. All right. On this Nine of Swords energy, this individual out here who's in regret, okay, and realizing the ways in which they mistreated you. Now, now someone said, I love barbecue. Now they are realizing, yeah, I mistreated him. I mistreated her. Okay. I should have treated them the way they treated me. Okay. All right. And this goes even for me. Okay. This even extends females. Okay. This even extends confirmation. This even extends into the women that I dated. If they had daughters, okay, I would open the door for their daughter. Their daughter could be 5. It didn't matter to me. Okay. I'd open the doors for their daughter. Okay. Again, yeah. All right. So, yeah, I picked it up already. Oh, we got a lot of energy out here talking about the shit going on in the Middle East. We got Qatar out here. We have Qatar. We already have Israel. Okay? That's why I say not everything out here is for you personally. Okay? All right? Jesus don't love me. Okay? And get your dumb ass off my channel. Okay? Jesus doesn't love me. Okay? Yeshua, Issa, loves me dearly. Okay? Not Jesus. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Okay? Israel, okay? And Qatar, Iraq, Romania, and Russia. Look at these names out here. Countries, places, okay? Someone's name could be Qatar, okay? We don't deal with karmic asses, beer monster. we just don't. We just don't. We don't have time. We've learned our lesson, okay? And we have balanced masculine and feminine energy. Okay, so again, nope, none today. None today. None today. They just show up. Jesus Christ loves you. Yeah, get your ignorant ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just go somewhere. You know, because they're just being just on purpose. On purpose. Okay? If they come in and they don't know any better, then Divine Source lets me know that immediately. Because again, being an empath, I pick up on their energy. So if they come in saying karmic stuff, but they don't know, then we let them know what the true name of Issa is, what Yeshua is, that ascended master. But that individual, they thought they were being funny, okay? But I'm funnier. They thought they were being funny, but I'm funnier, okay? So Israel, Iraq, Qatar, Romania, and Russia out here, okay? And Russia. Someone's name is Louise, okay? Louise, okay? Louise Jefferson, Louise. Well, we're moving on up, okay? That's New Beginning energy. To the east side, okay? To a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up, okay? Moving on up, okay? On the other side, okay? We have your daughter is with your ex. Trigger warning, okay? We have your daughter is with your ex. Trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning, okay? So I said I have a 30-year-old daughter. Okay, I don't know if this is for me or not, and it doesn't matter to me. Okay, so my daughter could be with my ex. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. All right, they both have coochies. Okay, and they want to be with each other. Okay, I'll let her know. Okay, your daddy's wand was all up in that. You know what I'm saying? I'll just let her know. You want to be all up in that? Your daddy's wand all up in that. Was all up in that. Okay? Was in every last one of them orifices. You want to go ahead and you want to be with that? I just want you to know your daddy was all up in that. All up in that. So, if you want my leftovers, take them. You want my leftovers, take them. Diana, you seriously? I mean, come on. You know, if your son is now with your ex-husband, your ex-boyfriend, come on now, people. Come on now. Come on now. Really? What is that? What is that? Again, I find it comical today. Okay? I find it comical today. So, all right. And this is, again, on that message right there, you nasty, you sick asses. I'm starting to see that my actions, those, confirmation horn honk, those actions, okay? Those actions, someone being with your ex, starting to see that my actions have consequences and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God and let it go. The Wheel of Fortune message. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, again, okay, you might need to keep calm about something. Okay, we have the calm card out here. Calm, calm. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know, Sherry. Okay. We have a bisexual cross dresser out here. Okay. In the energy. Okay. And again, I said it earlier. Ooh, divine just giving me confirmation. I said it earlier. Okay. To be in the world, but not of the world. So we live here in the 3D. Okay. This also goes back to the last live, which speaks about the 7 divine initiatives. That was one of the best, I don't even know, things divine has given me thus far. Downloads. Okay. The best, one of the best that divine has given me so far. Okay. One of the best lessons, best classes, whatever you want to call those things. Okay. One of the best for me, in my opinion. Okay. One of the best. 7 degrees of spiritual initiation. Okay. And the mirroring side of that is the shamanic life path. Both are 7 different steps. If you want to go listen to that live, it is available on this channel. That was the last live that we did. Okay. Here. Right. So, of the world. Okay. Someone's of the world and in the world. Of the world. Someone's of the world and in the world. Confirmation horn honks. Okay. This bisexual crossdresser is of the world and in the world. Okay. Years ago, I used to cry on my girlfriend's shoulder about my ex. Then a year down the road, she started dating him. Ooh-wee. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would hurt. That would hurt. That would hurt. If I find out, if I actually found out at any point in given time, divine ever showed me or it was ever come out, whatever, in whatever legal processes and justice and all that sort of thing, if it ever came out, if the ex was to ever come to me and be like, yep, okay, I'm with your daughter, okay, I don't know if I would cry about that,
Okay, probably not, but I would definitely be shocked. Okay, I would definitely be surprised. I would, yeah, I would definitely be surprised. Okay. Also, with what Christina shared or Christine shared, also that speaks to um, being careful about who you share information with. Again, when you come into these divine unions, for those of you who are in alignment for that this lifetime, when you come into these divine unions, don't be telling anybody, okay? And when I say anybody, nobody. Girlfriends, don't be telling them how good he is in bed, what he does with it, how he works it, what it don't. Do not, for the very reason that Christine stated in the chat. Do not. Men, okay? Don't be telling anybody how good it is. Don't be telling anybody how she bounced it. Don't be telling anybody how she don't because you're opening the door for jealousy. You're opening door for jealousy. They could already be married. They could already have a him, already have a her. But when you share this information with them, they're going to be like, I wonder how she'd feel with me. I want to feel that. I wonder how good it is. I want to feel him. I want to know what a healing wand feels like. I want to know what a healing cat feels like. Do not. Those things are meant to be kept in the bedroom. One of the things that I almost use the word honor. Um, yeah, very much so. Okay, very much so. You want to keep it erotic. You want to keep it wild and sexy. Okay, you want to keep it wild and sexy. Okay, and you want to keep your vibration. Okay, in the love making arena, you want to keep it high vibrational. Keep those things between only you two. Only you two. Okay, okay. I have something else to say to that. It's gonna be, uh, uh, yeah. Um, we grown, so we can have grown folks conversations. So those of you who have tuned in before, you know what that means. We grown, so we can have grown folks conversations. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say something to that in a moment. All right. But one of the things I was gonna say, honor to speak, well, honor, like honor, something about honor, okay? But Jennifer Lopez, okay? Jennifer Lynn Lopez, okay? One of the things that she has her exes sign or men sign, she have them have a sign a disclosure. They can never speak publicly about their sexual exploits in the bedroom. I think that's pretty smart. Okay? I think that's pretty smart. Okay? Jennifer might be a bit of a wildcat in the bedroom. She has them sign, Ben, whoever else, she has them sign a disclosure saying you will never speak about our sexual relationship in public. You can't write a book on it. Okay? I think that's pretty smart. Okay? I think that's pretty smart. She might be a man. I don't get that energy, but I think that's pretty smart. Okay? Sign this contract right here. You will never discuss our sexual exploits in public ever. You can't write a book about it. You can't make a video about it. If somebody asks you, if Joe Rogan asks you, hey, so what is it like with being with Jennifer? You know, what is she like in the bedroom? You have to say, I plead the fifth. I can't answer that question. Why? Because she'll sue my ass because I signed a contract saying that I would never speak about that in public, Joe. So, Mr. Rogan, can we move on to the next question? You let them know. I can't talk about that. I think that's pretty smart. Okay? Okay? So, along with that, the reason why I said we grown, okay, so we can have grown folks conversation, okay. So Do not be discussing with them. Along with that, do not be discussing with them, okay? The GFTs, okay? The GFTs that you use, okay? What are GFTs? Grown folk toys, okay? Grown folk toys, okay? If you go to a GFTS, what is a GFTS? A GFTS is a grown folks toy store. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, okay? If you go to a grown folks toy store, don't be telling, ooh, and we got this, ooh, and we went, ooh, we ordered this online, and we got that, and we had, no, 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 no. Leave everything to their imagination. Why don't you tell me about what you used to tell me about, when you were dating him or her, you used to tell me about, because I learned my lesson, okay? I'm protecting this one, okay? This one is special. I'm protecting this one. Let them know, okay? Jose, okay? What in me acts before I choose, okay? Your energy, Jose, okay? Your energy. I don't know why you show up in here every now and then asking some irritating ass questions, Jose, okay? Some irritating ass questions. I believe, Jose, that you already know the answer to these questions, and you come up in here like you my fucking principal and you gonna test me, but you can't test me, motherfucker, okay? You can't test me, Jose, okay? But that's the energy that I get from you, Jose, is that you bring your ass in here to ask questions to test me when you already know the answer. 2 + 2 is 4, motherfucker. Now take your ass out of my class. Okay? I'm not angry, Jose. I'm balanced. I'm not upset. I can sit here and crack a joke right now. I can sit here and crack a joke right now and cuss your ass out. I can sit here right now, crack a joke, and cuss your ass out. Confirmation. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I know that came through. Confirmation. Okay? Confirmation. Okay? Wendy, did you just say earlier, that you were tuning in to the Aquarian Gospel and now you're turning around and calling me weird? Wendy. Oh, okay. All right, Wendy. Just checking. Okay? Just checking. All right. So, there is no anger, Jose, okay? And for once and for all, I'm about to block you out my channel so you will never see it again. Bye-bye, Felicia. Bye-bye, Felicia. Okay? Bye-bye, Felicia. Okay? Bye-bye. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you. Bye, Felicia. Okay? Bye, Felicia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, Felicia. Okay? Somebody needs to tell somebody else that. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felipe. Okay? Bye, Jose. Okay? Somebody needs to tell them, bye, whoever that is. Okay? Somebody needs to tell somebody, bye-bye. Okay? All right? So, next we are moving on to the Magician. You alchemizing energy here, okay, for your new beginning. You alchemizing energy here. We got Sodom and Gomorrah. We got Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? And we have Order of the Nine Angels, a modern satanic extremist group. He gonna learn today. He did learn. Okay, he did learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? He gonna, again, I give opportunity. Jose shows up in here from time to time. Okay, I've had grace and mercy, just like your ancestors have grace and mercy, just like Divine Source has grace and mercy. But if there was no difference between heaven and hell, their mercy would be everlasting. But their grace and mercy runs out. That's why there is a distance and distinction between a high vibrational place and a low vibrational place because their grace and mercy does run out. Okay? And I have no hang-ups about saying, okay, I work hard for the grace and mercy that I extend, okay? But my grace and mercy does not equal divine's grace and mercy, okay? So I will kick somebody out of my energy, not just off this channel, okay? And divine could be still extending them grace and mercy. But I need to protect this collective. I need to protect this room. I need to protect this video, this live, etc. Okay? So we have Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? And the Order of the Nine Angels. Okay? That is a satanic extremist group. Order of the Nine Angels and Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? So, someone involved in bestiality and immoral sexual acts. Bestiality and immoral sexual acts. Okay? This could be what they wanted you to be a part of. Okay? This could be what they wanted you to be a part of. Okay? So they were trying to lure you back in, okay, or keep you attached. Okay? They wanted you to be, okay, with their moon magic on the full moon, with their moon magic on the equestrian eclipse, with their moon magic, okay, Aquarian. I said equestrian. Aquarian. Someone could be an Aquarian in this energy who's tuning in, okay? All right. A divine love unmatched by former love ships. Check it out. And that's a blessing in disguise for you, collective. Hot damn. Somebody needs to turn on some music. Okay, do a little this. 10 o'clock. It's exactly 10 o'clock. Morning, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, 10 o'clock. It's exactly 10 o'clock. Exactly 10 o'clock. A divine love unmatched by former love ships. On the 4444 angel number for a blessing in disguise. Okay? I'm getting a song. Greetings from Germany. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, ain't none of that happening. Thank you very much. Okay? Beer monster. All right? So, I'm getting a song. All right? The Staple Singers. Okay? Sweet love in the nook. Wait. Let's do it again. Okay? Staple Singers. I'm getting a song. On the 4444 blessing in disguise, okay? And a divine love unmatched by any love in the past. A divine love unmatched by any love in the past. The Staple Singers, okay? Let's do it in the morning. Sweet love in the summertime. Feeling your sweet face. All laid up next to mine. Good love in the midnight. Good sleep come morning light. Don't worry about nothing. You're just getting good. You're just getting good. And just getting good love. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Don't share what's happening with anybody when you do it again. When you do it again, don't share it with anybody. Okay? Don't tell your friends about it. Don't tell your mama and your daddy. Okay? Don't tell your bestie. Don't tell your bros. Don't tell them. When you do it again, okay? All right? Yeah. We grown. We can have grown folks conversation. Okay? Yeah. Don't tell them about it. Okay? Don't tell them about it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, beer monster. There you go. Staple singers. Let's do it again. All right. So, sounds like somebody's gonna be locked in for a couple days, couple weeks. Okay. Sounds like somebody's. Yeah. All right. So on this energy card, oh, and we got no more tears on the other side. I forgot to even look down here at this card. We got no more tears. Somebody's got healing love for you, man, woman. Okay. Somebody's got some healing love for you. Look at this. Somebody's got some healing love. When I get that feeling, sexual healing, sexual healing, baby, is good for me, good for you, good for us. Okay, here we go. No more tears. Somebody got some love that's gonna wipe away every memory, every memory you got of every past karmic love. Somebody is about to come in and wipe all those things away whenever that happens for you. It could be this year, next year, whenever this happens for you. Somebody, whoever that divine love is, they gonna remove all those tears. That be nice. That be real nice. That be real nice. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So this 4444 energy, blessing in disguise. Okay? Okay? And again, this is the card right here. Okay? That beer monster. This is the angel number card that beer monster picked. We picked up, well, we pulled a couple of cards for their energy. Okay? There we go. And I'm going to read this card again. Okay? There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost or lonely, there's a love that's just for you. There's a love that's just for you. Okay? All right? I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own. And life is worth living again. For to love you to me is to live. Okay? All right? Let me get rid of somebody. Okay? Some karmic ass in here. Okay? Thank you very much. Okay? Delete their ass. Get out of here. Okay? So there you go. Larry Graham, 1 in a million. Okay? Larry Graham, 1 in a million. Okay? Give me just 1 second. Okay, we got some more roaches showing up. Give me just 1 second. We got some more roaches showing up. Okay? I don't know where all those roaches came from, Araya. Where did all those roaches come from? Just like suddenly. Suddenly. That could be the energy that just suddenly shows up. Suddenly. Okay? Billy Ocean. Okay? Suddenly. Billy Ocean. Okay? Definitely a new one. That's for sure. Definitely a new one. Okay? Someone asked if this is the same reading or same live from earlier. Okay? So, if you've been suffering or feeling lost, okay, some things may fall apart, let them, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there, okay? Okay? So, here we go. Again, no more tears, a divine love unmatched by former love ships. Mm, mm. Yeah, yeah. Weekends are, and I forget because it's already Monday morning here. So I forget that it's still Sunday evening in most of the northern hemisphere. I forget that. So when they start showing up, I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, it's Sunday evening. So yeah, because the freaks come out at night. So, and more so on the weekend. Okay. More so because they're bored. They don't have anything to do. They're just sitting around being used of the devil. They're just sitting around being used of the devil. Okay? Yeah, don't. Yep, that's right. Okay? That's right. Release that. Okay? And release the need to know when. Okay? Release the need to know when. Okay? Let divine source, again, I like to say, bring you a Christmas gift. Let divine source and your ancestors surprise you. 36 and 36, 36 in the room and 36 likes, 36 in the room and 36 likes, 72, 1972, 72, 27, 27. Okay? Let divine source surprise you. That is true. Okay? About staying high vibrational. Okay? Our grandma used to say, an idle mind, yeah, is the devil's workshop. Yep, 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 yep. 27, my dad, okay, 27, confirmation on 27, 27, 72. Okay, yep, all right, all right. And we have a mama out here doing spell work against their children. We have Hazel, Violet, and Gaines, okay? Take the names as they resonate, okay? Hazel, Violet, and Gaines, okay? So in the United States of America, not everything that comes out here is for the United States of America or those beings in the United States of America. In the United States of America, there is a Gainesville, Georgia, there is a Gainesville, Florida, and there is a Gainesville, Arkansas, or Gainesville something, something like that. There's three Gainesvilles on the east side of the United States: Gainesville, Florida, Gainesville, Georgia, and there's another Gainesville somewhere. Okay, yeah, confirmation on the 1011. That's the next angel number card that we got out here, the 1011. Gainesville, Ohio. Okay, Gainesville, Ohio, confirmation. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. All right, confirmation. Hazel, Violet. Someone could have hazel eyes. Okay, Violet, Violet. Okay, first, middle, last names, and gains, gains. Okay, you making spiritual gains. Okay, you making spiritual gains. On the other side of, Hazel, Violet, Gaines, okay, we have the 10 of Swords. This did come out in reverse. So Hazel, Violet, or Gaines, or someone in those locations, okay, or someone with that eye color, okay, spiritual gains. On the other side, we are looking at Caroline, could be Caroline, Carlton, and Carla. Okay? All right. The R&B singer Carl Carlton, who passed, I think, in November of last year. Maybe we'll look up their information for synchronicity. Okay? Carl Carlton made She's a Bad Mama Jamma. Okay? So, man or woman, male or female, okay? whichever you are not. Divine unions cannot be lesbians. Divine unions cannot be homosexuals. I'm going to say it again. Divine unions cannot be lesbians, and divine unions cannot be homosexuals. Because how can you birth a starseed, a healer, an empath, an extraterrestrial earth angel? How can you birth a Yeshua? Bring it a little closer home. How can you birth a Yeshua into the 3D and you rubbing coochies? How can you birth a 3D Yeshua and you rubbing wands? How can you do that? You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Okay? You cannot. All right? Okay? So, these names, okay? So the individual coming towards you, him or her, could be a bad mama jamma, okay? Seen by society as a bad mama jamma, by locals as a bad mama jamma, okay? Give me a second while I read these messages from wisdom. Give me just 1 second, okay? Because their energy is getting my attention at this time. So give me just a moment while I read their messages. Okay? I just want to make sure, okay, of what they were speaking of, okay? Oh, so that's a very good question, okay? That's a very good question. So, what do I say to those who do not want to birth seed into this lifetime? Okay, this is what I say. Okay, it's their prerogative. Okay, it's their prerogative. They can choose not to. Okay, but that is also an indication as to whether or not they are your divine partner or not. Okay, if they are your divine partner and they do not want to bring children into this world, and you know that there is a divine seed that you are to birth here into this lifetime, I would say it's time to leave them. I would say they're not the one. They've fallen short in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay? They fail to embrace motherhood. They fail to embrace fatherhood. They fail to embrace some part of their divine journey. If they are if they are called to birth natural seed into this life, but they don't want to do that. They could not want to do it for a number of reasons. They could not want to do it for career reasons, okay? They could not want to do it for age reasons, okay? I'm too old, I'm too young, whatever, okay? The one thing that I will have patience for, excuse me for a moment. Ain't no karmic motherfucker gonna come on this channel and try to steal subscribers from me, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. And I was just waiting and reading and listening. Ain't no karmic ass motherfucker gonna come on my channel and try to steal subscribers from me. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Ain't no motherfucker gonna come on my channel and try to take away from my collective, okay? And try to draw my collective away from this channel. Ain't no karmic ass motherfucker gonna do that. That's to the one I just deleted and blocked from this channel. No karmic ass motherfucker gonna come on here, okay? You go start your own fucking YouTube channel, okay? That's for you too, wisdom. Go start your own fucking channel. I'm gonna give you grace and mercy. I'm gonna give you grace and mercy, wisdom. You go start your own fucking YouTube channel, okay? And there's your grace and mercy, wisdom, okay? You go start your own fucking channel, wisdom, okay? Yeah. Again, there's your grace and mercy, wisdom, okay? Don't forfeit it, okay? So getting back to Ariah's question, okay? All right. So I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm not talking to you, Nolan, okay? I'm not talking to you. Okay? You can get your ass kicked out just for ignorance, okay? Just for ignorance, Nolan. You can get your ass kicked out and then go listen to wisdom, okay? Or go listen to Shaman 41, okay? You can get your ass kicked out and go listen to them, okay? I'm not talking to you, Nolan. Take what resonates. That means what easily hits, Nolan. Okay? So, yeah. If you know you're in alignment, divine sources promised you in your Akashic records, you are due to birth a starseed or healer or empath or what have you here, and they are not in agreement with that. And like I was going to say, the only grace period that I will allow is if someone says they're not ready. But if they say they're not ready 2 years from now, that's way too long. Let they ass go. Okay? Let them go. Okay? If they say I'm not ready because I'm trying to get this situated, trying to get that situated, you know, I want us to whatever, I want this to be done first. I want to do this first, whatever, that's fine. When that is done, hold them to that promise. So, ladies, he says he's not ready, okay? Down the road, okay? All right? I'm going to just let you expose yourself, wisdom, okay? I'm going to just let you expose yourself, and then I'm going to block your ass from my channel. I'm just letting you know I'm a Master Builder 33 born on the 333rd day of the year, motherfucker. I'm going to just let you know. You want to see my extraterrestrialism? Go to the community tab and scroll down until you see my fucking picture, okay? That's an unedited picture. I'm just letting you know, wisdom, okay? I'm just letting you know. You can be offended by what I say, or you cannot be. Your ass came here. I didn't go to your channel. You brought your ass to my live. You brought your ass to my channel, okay? So you can sit down, you can listen and participate in a different energetic space, or you can get your ass out. Real simple, wisdom. Real simple. Straight talk, no chaser, baby. Straight talk, no chaser. Your choice. Your choice. You don't need to justify yourself to me, okay? You don't need to justify yourself to me, okay? Your choice, okay? So, men, okay? If you know you are due to birth a star seed this lifetime around, okay? Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought that's, I thought that's why you were asking, okay? So if that's the case, they would need to be on that same vibration. And if they are not, there's an indication right there, okay? because you should not want to hold them back. If they want children, you should not be wanting to hold them back, just like if they want children or if you want children and they don't allow them to hold you back. Okay? Ask divine source and your ancestors. They will already know, but just make the request vocal, let it be known to the ethers. Okay? You thank them for this individual, okay? But they are not in alignment in regards to your seed journey here, okay? And your birthing journey here, and let them go, all right? What I do know is that we do come into connection with beings that we are meant to have a relationship with, but those relationships are not for the long term. And I'm not talking about karmic relationships, okay? I'm talking about energetic relationships where you vibe with them, they vibe with you. And often I've made this mistake myself, and we introduce physical intimacy into the situation when physical intimacy was not the goal of you two meeting each other, okay? It was for a spiritual exchange, okay? And so, again, there's another warning, there's another something to look out for, okay? Because you do meet those beings that resonate with you on a spiritual level. Those are not immediate indicators of someone who you should be laying down with. That just means they're a high vibrational being, or you two are on the same frequency at that point in time and juncture in your life intersection when your lives meet. Okay, that's all that means. Okay, so enjoy your time with them. And then when that time has run its course, you've learned from them what you were to learn from them. They've learned from you, confirmation, what they were supposed to learn from you or not. Okay, when it's time to move on, just gently move on. Okay, and again, I'm talking about non-karmic energy. Okay, non-karmic energy. Okay, very good question. Thank you, Araya. Okay, all right. Someone mentioned that it was 1011. Okay. Oh, we already had the 1011 card come out here. That's my mistake. That's my mistake. Okay. So we have the judge is watching. The judge is watching some. Oh, I spoke of some Sodom and Gomorrah. What teaching techniques do you recommend? What techniques do you recommend? What time of the day should one meditate? Okay? Yeah, it is. That's true, Araya. Okay? About reciprocity. You spoke about meditation, okay? Before. What technique do you recommend? Okay, so there are various techniques, okay, for meditating. You do not need to lay down when you meditate. You can sit in a chair, okay? You can sit outside, you can sit at the park, you can walk around, okay? To avoid distractions, if you do happen to walk around, you probably need to have some type of earbud in headphones or something like that, and listening to some type of frequency as you walk around, okay? Just so other things are not interrupting the frequency in your trance state, okay? In your trance state. But for me, I meditate in a number of different ways. Sometimes I just sit out on the balcony. Other times I do go for walks. Other times I lay down and I meditate, okay? Other times I just sit down and I just turn off the TV and I just sit in thought. There's no music, there's no anything, and I just sit in silence. One of the things that I mentioned earlier is breathing techniques when you meditate, okay? Breathing techniques when you meditate, okay? Let me ask you a question, Nordfram, okay? Let me ask you a question, okay? Can you receive from Sadhguru, okay? Can you receive from Sadhguru? That is a truth speaker and a guide here in the 3D. Can you receive from Gandhi? Okay? Nord. Can you receive from Buddha? Okay? These are beings here, spiritual guides, who do not wear shirts. Let me ask you a question, Nord. Can you receive? Can you receive from any of these divine beings? Can you listen to a coach? Can you listen to David Goggins? Okay? Can you receive from David Goggins? Let me ask you a question. Okay? Yeah, dumbass, dumbass. These are all male beings, okay, that often do not wear a shirt. Goodbye, dumbass. Yeah, bye, dumbass. I just exposed your karmic ass, your shallow ass thinking. Yeah, uh-huh, yeah, 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 uh-huh. You sit there and watch a video of David Goggins running down the street and you trying to tell me to put a shirt on. You watch a video of Gandhi and you trying to tell me to put a shirt on. Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, don't be offended, motherfucker, because I got a shirt off. I don't have a shirt on. Don't. Why are you offended because I don't have a shirt on? Yeah. Uh-huh. Goodbye. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 I'm glad they removed their selves out of the room. Okay? I'm glad they removed their selves out of the room. Thank you very much, Divine Source. Okay? I'm glad they were smart enough to get out. Okay? I'm glad they were smart enough to get out. Okay? Here's another one. Okay? Here's another one. David asking a dumbass question. There's another one. Another roach. There's another one. Another dumbass. Let me remove David. There's another one. There's another one. Okay? There's another dumbass, okay, asking if I'm bisexual. No, dumbass, you probably are. That's why you asked the question, okay? Right? That's why you asked the question, right? Because David is, okay? Because David is. All right? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, David, okay? Yeah, David. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right? So, David, okay? You asking me if I'm bisexual? Why? Because you want to get with this David? Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, David, to the no, to the no, no, no. Okay? No, David. Okay? I don't roll that way, boy. Okay? No, thank you. That's so dumb. That's I don't understand it, you know? It's crazy. Like, what are you I am doing nothing to these individuals at all. I am saying nothing to them. I say nothing to them. They just show up. They just show up. And thanks, Wendy. I guess it is, all right. I guess it is just like moths to a flame. I don't understand it, okay? And fire burns, okay? So why aren't the moths wise enough to understand? Yeah, you go near the flame, you're gonna get burnt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. Like, they just craziness. I'm telling you, I do not get that. All right. So we have a judge that's watching, okay? A judge that's watching, okay? And we have someone who lets animals lick them, evidently, okay? On the new beginning, I'm going to read this card to you, okay? All right? Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Okay? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. A new adventure is about to unravel. As a reminder, We got a divine love energy out here that is unmatched by any former love ship. A divine union out here that is unmatched by any other love ship. Okay. We have Sodom and Gomorrah out here for the licking of animals, or lets animals lick them. Okay. We have Sodom and Gomorrah out here. Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. Let me ask you a question. How low vibrational do you have to be to not even be able to, or not even have a man or a woman attract a man or a woman, or be able to get a man or a woman to lick you? You have to have an animal lick you. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. How low vibrational do you have to be? Okay. Some people, okay, some beings, okay, fallen Nephilim and Anunnaki energy, okay. Some will, I'm serious. I'm serious, okay? Okay? I mean, how, again, sometimes I just have to scratch my head. I don't, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any words. My vocabulary is not large enough. I don't. What? I don't know. We have one more card here. One more card. We have Clyde. Okay. Clyde. Clyde. Okay. Clyde. We have Amon-Ra. That is a divine marriage. Amon-Ra. That is a divine marriage. That is moving back in. Okay. We have Amon-Ra out here again. This could be a past love or brand new love that you've never met. Okay. Never knew love like this before. Okay. Yeah. Seriously. Seriously. Like, you can go out there. You can go out there. This is to the demons. Okay. That lets animals lick them. You can go out there and you can find and this is really bad for me to even say or recommend, but you can go find a heroin addict, okay, and be like, hey, I'll give you $20 for your next fix if you lick me. You know what I mean? Do you have to resort to animals, to four-legged beasts? Like, you could go out there and get, like, if you buy an alcoholic their next six-pack. You know what I'm saying? And again, I hate to even say that, but come on. That before animals, before beasts, come on. Come on. All right. So, again, past life love energy, okay? Amun-Ra, okay? Amun is one being, Ra is another being, okay? Hello, Fran. Amun is one being, okay? And Ra is another being. They came together in union, okay? For Amun-Ra, okay? So, last card out, confirmation, okay? On the divine love that's going to supersede any and every love union you've had in the past, this lifetime. Confirmation, and we have the name Clyde out here. Clyde. Clyde. Okay. Anything else, divine? I think we're going to go ahead and tie this one up. Just as a reminder at the beginning, as usual, there are, not always, but typically there are some lessons and downloads that I share at the beginning of this live. Two downloads is breathing techniques. Someone was asking about meditation. One of the things that I do, not always, but from time to time, I do during my meditations, okay, is the vowels. Oh, I'm getting a heavy crown pressure right here. Heavy crown pressure right there, right now. So one of the things that I do is in the English language, there's A, E, I, O, U. Okay? And so in my meditations, E, O, U. Okay? And I use the alphabet, okay? And I meditate with using the vowels of the alphabet. Okay? The vowels only, not the consonants, the vowels only. Okay? When you meditate, whatever part of whatever sacral energy you're meditating on, even once you ascend beyond or get through aligning the main seven, so you get to the eighth chakra, universal, solar star, etc., etc. Once you get to higher vibrations, and for your main, okay, of course, Sherry, thank you so much for tuning in, and even for your main, a key way, okay, is not to just lay there, okay, and just, I don't know, just be there, okay, but your focus needs to be on that chakra, okay. So if you're meditating, you're doing listening to a third eye frequency, okay, you close your eyes, all of your focus needs to be on your third eye. All of your energy, all of it needs to flow into the third eye, okay, from your pineal gland, through your crown, okay, up through your throat chakra, heart chakra, all of that energy, okay, focus on your third eye. If you're doing a heart chakra cleanse, all of your energy needs to be focused on your heart or wherever the chakra is that you are clearing, cleansing, okay, or awakening. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many times when I meditate, okay, and I end up taking a nap afterwards, okay, especially if it ends up being an extensive or a heavy type of meditation, okay. You're welcome, Heinz, okay. If it ends up being a heavy or an intense type of meditation, often I end up taking a nap, okay. Intentional or not, most of the time it's not intentional, okay? It just happens, okay? Give me just one moment. Someone's at the door, okay? Oh, switch room. Oh, clean? Clean? Oh, no. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So I will be switching rooms here, okay, for I think 2 days, 3 days, something like that, okay, and yeah, but she was asking, that was housekeeping, okay, about a cleaning, okay, talking about meditation and cleansing, housekeeping knocking on the door and says, "Does your room need a cleaning?" No, the room doesn't at this time, okay. All right. So, again, thank you so much as always for tuning in. Okay. Oh, and the other thing at the beginning of the live, was not biting the hand that feeds you. Not biting the hand that feeds you. So, when we were growing up, okay, we were told not to bite the hand that feeds you. Okay. Often for us, those were karmic parents, but not biting the hand that feeds you. Okay? So, what does this mean? Spiritually speaking. Okay? This means honoring your ancestors, taking care of your ancestors, honoring Most High. Okay? The sound download that I got when I woke up this morning, you're welcome, Araya, and thank you all so much for all that you bring to the table. Okay? All of the confirmations, everything that you bring to the table. When I do not have opportunity to come on regularly, okay, I miss you. I miss your energy. Okay. I miss the connection. I miss the dialogue. Okay. And that's rare that I'm not able to come on for a 24-hour period. But that did happen recently because of a visa run that I had to make, and I had to travel to Cambodia. Okay. And so the song download that I got, okay, was You Give Good Love by Whitney Houston. Okay. I found out what I've been missing, always on the run. Okay, so someone could have a busy life, always on the run. It took some time for me to see. Okay, yeah, that you give good love to me, baby. So good. Take this heart of mine into your hands. You give good love. You give good. Okay? So that was the song download this morning when I woke up Monday morning here in Ho Chi Minh City. It is 10:44. Let's go ahead and look up that angel number to close this out. 10:44. Let's go ahead and check it out. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Thank you so much, Sherry. Yeah, there are many, okay? There are many that kind of sit around and listen, okay? Celebrities tune in. They sit in the background. They definitely don't comment, okay? And if they do, it's under somebody else's, some other name account or something like that, all right? But there are celebrities, there are judges, attorneys, and those who tune in as well, okay? Angel number 1044, let's take a look, okay? To close it out. Okay. Angel number 1044. This is a divine message to trust your inner wisdom, stay focused on your goals, and embrace positive changes with hard work and determination. It indicates that your angels are guiding you towards success, stability, and abundance while reminding you to maintain a positive mindset. We are talking about trust and guidance. The universe is encouraging you to rely on your skills and support, and the support you are receiving, support coming in or support you are currently receiving, not biting the hand that is feeding you, not biting the hand that is supporting you, again, physically or spiritually, energetically. Hard work and stability, the number emphasizes building a solid foundation through discipline and effort, okay? Do you know what I like to say? Okay? Confirmation. Most are afraid of the big D, okay? Most are afraid of the big D. The big D is discipline. Most are afraid of the big D, the discipline. Most don't want it. Most don't embrace it, okay? Discipline. New beginning. It signals upcoming life changes that requires resilience and proactive, positive attitude. Focus. You are urged to remain dedicated to your life's purpose and aspirations. Okay? 1044. Okay? 1044. Okay? All right? Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Okay? Oh, confirmation. Someone said, oh, Araya, daughter's birthday is the 10th, and my numerology maturity number is 44. Okay? All right. So thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Again, my name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker in Gaia Beacon, here for the 33rd, or here for the 33rd time, here for the 10th time, born on the 333rd day of the year. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, everyone, and be encouraged.